In the Cloud Plus certification, there are some numbers that we're going to go ahead and take a look at to help us understand a little bit better some of the details about this exam. And the first one we're going to talk about is the number of questions. And as much as I wish that I could give you a static number to represent this, I can't. Every exam test taker is going to find a variable number of multiple choice questions on their exam. However, there will not be more than 90 of these. There's another variable that can help to determine how many multiple choice questions you're going to have, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. The next number is how long you have to actually take the exam, 90 minutes. This ends up being plenty of time if you learn how to budget the time that you're taking during the exam properly. Next are the number of answer choices on those multiple choice questions. This is also kind of a loose number, but there can be anywhere between 4 and 6 answer choices. There's no specific rule around the number of answer choices versus the number of correct answers. And that's also something we're going to talk about a little bit later. Next is the score required to be able to pass the exam. And while this number may feel like it's important, 750 out of 900, you are not given any specific information around how many points each of the questions are worth. And so there's no arithmetic that you can perform to figure out really quickly whether or not you're going to be able to pass the exam or not. If you are working with practice questions, however, my recommendation is that you should be getting somewhere between 85 and 90% of those practice questions correct and feeling confident about those answers before you go ahead and take this exam. Next is a big unknown. There are a number of questions on every exam that are unscored. That means they're worth nothing, even if you get them correct. CompTIA, just like any other large certification provider, needs a way of rolling out beta questions and determining whether or not they meet the metrics that would allow them to be placed into the production exam question pool. Our final number is an interesting one. This exam is going to be split between multiple choice questions and performance-based questions. The performance-based questions show up like a user interface where you have to either click on certain resources or fill in specific values. These are worth far more points than any of the individual multiple choice questions, and there is a variable number of these. There will be at least 2, and this is the number that helps to impact the number of multiple choice questions that you have on your exam. So the more performance-based questions you have, the lesser of multiple choice questions.